Hello, my friend. How are you? I hope you are well. I hope you had a great weekend and getting ready for another weekend and a holiday coming up. Hopefully you're getting excited about it. Got all your shopping done and your PTO time taken and put in and all the things. And as you can probably tell, I'm not there, but I'm here. And we're still together. We're here. We're here together. I had a conflict, and I promise you, I had waited till the very, very, very last minute to make a decision on what I needed to do. And one, I couldn't leave you hanging. I couldn't leave you hanging. So I made this video, but I had a conflict, and I am positive because I know you would have wanted me to take this meeting that I had to take, and I'll tell you all about it. I promise. I will as soon as I can. You would have wanted me to do this. Now they're in a whole nother country, so it was the time difference thing, but that's neither here nor there because it's about you, and I couldn't leave you hanging. So we're here tonight. I hope you're doing okay. And what we're talking about tonight, we're talking about better with age. There's a phenomenon, and we always talk about it here. We talk about age discrimination. We talk about older workers in the workforce. We talk about the types of roles that will be available to us that are 50 years of age and older due to AI, and we talk about all those things. But here's the thing: because of the way that people are living longer and the talent shortages, and how some of the younger generation, they're not making babies. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you this. There will be a need, a definite need, and it will be sooner rather than later, where all of us will shine and they will need us. And then what we can do, we can put our foot down and we can finally, for some of us, get what we know we deserve because they have no choice, right? So let me show you. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to walk through this together. Okay, let's do this now. And let's see. Drop in the comments because I'm going to be looking at you. I'm going to be looking to make sure all my OGs and my new folks, drop in the comments. Let me know about age discrimination. If you face age discrimination, because the tables are turning. The tables are turning. Drop in the comments. If you have, share with us when you faced it. Was it recently, this year, a few years ago, or something that you're concerned about or nervous about? And I know we talk about this all the time, and we share with each other here in the community some of our concerns. But I want to show this to you. And I do this because I want to mitigate some of those concerns and share with you what the future looks like and always be in position. We talk about that. We talk about having all of your documents updated, resume, LinkedIn profile, cover letter, portfolio, website, whatever you got that shares and communicates your value. It's important that you have that updated and polished and professional, right? No antiquated tools or information or data point. It has to be very relevant. And right now I sent an email, Saturday, I think it was. I made a joke about the differences in people using ChatGPT to create their resumes and how now a lot of companies they're hip to it, y'all. Of course, we knew this was coming. They're using AI. And I showed, if you're not on my email list, go to IamKellyJackson.com, Kelly with an I, get on the list because I showed the comparisons between what if someone does your resume, or if you do it yourself, or if you get an expert to do it for you, what it looks like if you're using AI and ChatGPT, and then what it looks like kind of embellished and just totally kind of ridiculous, right? And so I sent that out to my email list, and we had fun with that. I got a lot of responses about that as well. And also, I do have a resume revamp special, holiday special, just $99. If you need your resume updated, now's the time, $99. That link is in my bio too, IamKellyJackson.com. Okay, now let's jump into the presentation. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to do this. We're going to share here. And let's talk through this. Let's talk through this and let me know what you think. Now, this is Bain and Company. They're a consulting service company. So this is where this is coming from. And they say better with age, the rising importance of older workers. Again, you all don't count yourself out. Don't discount everything that you've acquired throughout your career tenure and think that you have to start from scratch. You do not have to start from scratch. Starting over doesn't mean starting from scratch. Take what you have, leverage the experience and knowledge that you have, and use it because it will be in demand soon. So make sure that everything that you have associated with your career experience is updated, it's relevant, it's polished, it's professional. Okay. So, some 150 million jobs, you see that? I didn't write it, I didn't say it, will shift to older workers by the end of the decade. Here's how to get ready. The end of the decade, y'all, is about to be 2024, right? In a couple hours. In a couple hours. So we got what, 6 years? You have to get ready. Now, here's what this looks like at a glance. Bain research shows worker motivations evolve with age, with attributes like interesting work and autonomy rising to the top around age 60. Some of y'all are just babies talking about I'm 57, I'm 52, I'm 50. You babies. Too few firms recognize the changing needs and priorities of older workers or invest in integrating older workers into their talent system. Now, too few firms recognize the change, right? That this is coming and that the talent needs right now are where you should be prioritizing older workers or investing, this is what it says, in integrating older workers into their talent system. Leading companies focus on the leading companies now, they're focusing on recruiting, retaining, reskilling, and respecting the strengths of this group of workers. I bet they are, because smart companies know, right? We're the ones with the talent. You have to keep us. You're going to have to pay us as well. Now, they're creating roles that benefit both older workers and the company is not just the right thing to do, it's also a business imperative. Now, everybody's catching on to this. Again, what did this say? I didn't say it, but I've been telling you all for years, my OGs, y'all that's been here with me, y'all know I've been saying this. Get ready. Get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So some of y'all should be ready. Let's take a look at some of these folks who are ready.
I love the job. I love the mission of the job. I love what I do at the job. And also, it's a somewhat flexible job for me.
I love the flexibility I have, but what matters most is really being able to connect with an individual at the deepest level.
I think the people aspect, engaging with people, collaboration.
I love working with people. That will motivate me forever. I really like mentoring people, especially when I see their growth and development.
As a worker 55 and up, what special benefits do you think you bring to the company?
A commitment, loyalty to the organization.
I think definitely experience. They can bring sometimes strategy, structure, and stability.
So I think it really is like the confidence and the knowledge and the functional expertise.
What outdated perspectives do you think there are about the older worker?
That they don't want to learn, they don't want to change their ways.
You're too old to learn anything new.
They're not learning like the younger people learn.
The day you stop learning is the day you start dying, I think.
Where I always wanted to learn the new stuff, and that helped me a lot to where I am right now.
I don't hesitate to learn from someone younger. It doesn't bother me at all because I like growing.
My boss is great. He will often just send me an article he's read. Here, you might be interested in this. Or he hears about a conference. You want to go to this? Are you interested? He's always telling me go to things, do whatever you want to do. And I do the same thing as a manager to other people.
It's good if you have a supervisor that's pushing you, that's, because they care and they want to see you do better, because I did have many of those also.
We do have a program where we can take courses, and then there's training that I actually just take on the side just for myself.
What do you think companies can do to retain workers 55?
Flexibility and autonomy, definitely.
Make them feel good, include them in things, let them have those opportunities that you give to the younger people.
Does your job offer any sort of flexibility towards, working towards retirement, like going part-time, a couple days a week? Is that something that you'd be interested in?
It would be. Yes, I would be if my company offered it.
I don't want to just stop. I just want to, do something.
I have heard from people I know who've retired in the last few years that it is a mistake to go from working 5 days a week to that's it, you're done. That you're better off if you can level it off.
I think if I could do part-time, that way I can transition into doing more things that I like. I actually might benefit the company as well.
Let me be honest, I don't have any plans for retirement. Feeling good, I got plenty of energy, I'm doing what I love to do. I don't have plans. Here's the thing, I believe that as we age, the adventure of life shifts from being an outer adventure to being an inner adventure.
Oh, that's so good. Let me look at you. Wait a minute. Let me look at you. That is so good. I'm gonna go back to that, but that is so good. Not an outer adventure, but an inner adventure. Oh, that speaks so much to me. And I know it speaks to you as well. Just being able to do what you want to do, the way you want to do it, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. I resonate with that guy, the last guy, so very much. And did you also hear a theme when they said what it is that they feel like they don't get the credit for? Every last one of them. Do you write in the comments now? Drop me a comment and let me know, did you hear the word? Did you hear the word? I'll tell you what the word is at the end, but let me see if you get it. Drop in the comments one word all of them said that is the misconception of workers that are 50 years of age and older. Is one thing that they don't feel like that they are that the misconception is about them. One word, every last one of them said. Every last one of them said. We're going to go back to it in a second, but also I love the fact that a lot of them also talked about not retiring. And you don't feel like retiring? I mean, maybe you do, but like the lady said, like leveling it off some, not just stopping. I don't think that's healthy, to be honest with you. I don't know about, going to the beach and sitting and what. I've done that before where I went to the beach and after a few days, I was ready to come home. I don't know what it is, but I think we were, and this is my personal opinion, I think we were just meant to always do something. Even the Bible says, and regardless of what you believe, it says that an idle mind is something, right? You shouldn't stay idle. You should always be working on something. So I love this so much. Okay, I just wanted to look at you. I wanted to look at you. Drop in the comment. Tell me the one word. I almost said it. Tell me the word that you heard them say. Tell me the word. Tell me the word that you heard them say. Okay, let's go back because I want you to see some of the stats here as well. So let's see. And so walking corporate halls for the last 2 decades, you will have become used to the conventional moaning about a shortage of talent, skill gaps, and the weakening loyalties of younger workers to their firms. More recently, you will have begun to hear about aging workforces, perhaps followed by a self-deprecating quip about the indignities of older age. Now, it's time to stop the giggles, though. Populations are aging. We're living longer, y'all. How long have I been saying this? Somebody back me up. And those that's been with me for a minute, I've been screaming this from the mountaintops so that we can stay ready. So we don't have to get ready because they're going to need us. We're going to be in demand. You just have to be ready. Populations are aging. work lives are lengthening. Let's look at this figure. It says, see figure 1. Now, this figure is going to show us that populations are aging. Let's look at it. Here it is. I don't know if I can make this bigger. Hopefully you can see this. So this shows in figure 1, in the group of 7, right, older workers will exceed a quarter of the workforce by 2031. 7 years, y'all, literally. This is a group of 7. You got Canada, Germany, the UK, Japan, US, France, and Italy, right? And it says, what it says here, fewer young people, you see it right here, fewer young people are entering the workforce. Now, due partly to lower fertility rates, partly to longer education. That's number 2. But number 1 is populations are aging, work lives are lengthening. So let's look at Canada. 17%, and then 22 and 22. Now, this is the share of workers that are aged 55 and older from 2011, 2021 to 2031. So they're saying in Canada, 2011, it was 17%. All right. 2021, 22. In 2031, this ain't changed for Canada. It's still 22%. Germany, same thing, 17% in 2011. It went up to 25% of workers aged 55 years of age and older. 27% in 2031. If we hop over to the US, 20% in 2011, 23% in 2021. In 7 years, y'all, 25% of the workers will be aged 55 years of age and older. Look at these lines. It's up. It's up. Canada stayed the same, but it's up, y'all. It's up and it's stuck. It's up. Germany, UK, Japan, US, France, and Italy. It's up, y'all. I'm telling you, get ready. Get ready. Go right now. IamKellyJackson.com and get that special. Get these resumes updated so you can get out there and get recognized, and so that you can be visible. You can already be out there. Okay. Let's look at number 2. It says fewer young people are entering the workforce due partly to lower fertility rates, partly to longer education. Let's look at this. I think we read that for figure number 1, but that's number 2. So number 2, as older people have worked longer over the past 20 years, the share of young workers has declined quickly. Now, again, if we go back real quickly, it says because due partly to lower fertility rates and partly to longer education for the younger people, right? So this is the labor force by location in the US, right? We see workers 55 and older and workers 15 to 24. And then here in the middle. So we got the US, Japan, and Europe. This is over 20 years. The share of young workers has declined. It has declined, right? And we can see that here, 2001, 2011, and 2021. We still got 50 years of age and older. It increased. It showed us that, right? It increased. But as you can see down here in the pinkish, it's decreasing for the younger workers. So for everybody out there saying, I don't want to work for a young person or young people are taking over, the data don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. It's showing you right here. Look at the pink. It's decreasing. It's decreasing. These are 15 to 24. Here's the younger right here. It's still decreasing, you all. All right. And so it says here that according to this data, a long-term trend toward earlier retirement is slowly going into reverse. They're not retiring. The UK increased its retirement age from 60 for women and 65 for men. First, by equalizing genders, then pushing both to 66. Now, I think we did a video on this, I think a month or so ago. Look back if you're watching the YouTube, but go back. And I think they increased for the US as well. I know we were talking about something about 401k or something like that. But yeah, 66 with a plan to move up further over time. Now, this is prior to a recent increase in the retirement age from 60 to 61 and higher in future years. The Japanese government struggled to push the official retirement age up, leaving firms to often solve the problem by releasing workers at 60 and rehiring them on new contracts, often at a reduced pay rate. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, so no, no, sir, no, ma'am. We're not doing that though. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You're gonna pay me all these years of experience. Now, let's say some 150 million more older workers by 2030. Y'all, that's 6 years. It's not long. Right? In the group of the 7 countries, right? We looked at these. Workers age 55 and older will exceed 25% of the workforce by 2031, nearly 10% points higher than in 2011. This is according to the Bain analysis, right? So we looked at those. Figure 3, we didn't really talk about it, but by 2030, 150 million jobs will have shifted to older workers globally. Now, I don't want you to miss this, because that word right there, shifted, means that it's going to be transitioned to the older workers. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I don't want this to get lost. You have to be skilled in something or knowledgeable, and that shift will occur to those that have the capacity, because you're going to think and you're going to know, oh, I have the ability. I can do that job. How many times have you looked at a job description? You're like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. But then you may apply, you may go to an interview, you don't get the job. You have to have the capacity, which just means that you have to be knowledgeable. You have to be skilled. You have to have some knowledge in some of the opportunities that will come your way. And so there's high income countries, right? $20 million, 2020, 2030. It's going to go up 24% in high income countries. And we'll talk about this. Make sure you click that notification bell, and I'll do a video on some of those high income countries. I think we talked about this before. Maybe we just did cities or states, but I'll do a video on this. So high income countries, right? By 2030, it's going to go up 24%. 24%. And so I'll share this. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll share this. Now, they also have low income countries, right? So we want to make sure that we're focused on, right? You got high, you got low, you got middle income countries. So we want to focus on where we fit. Okay? Because listen, it's different for everybody. What could be high income to some, maybe nothing to some, and vice versa. So rise in workers 55 and older from 2020 to 2030. And this is the percentage of workers right here. This is really good information. Really, really, really good information. And so we're going to round this out. And despite the shift, it's rare to see organizations put programs in place to integrate older workers into their talent system. In a global employer survey from 2020, AARP found fewer than 4% of firms were already committed to such programs, with only a further 27% saying they were very likely to explore this path in the future. Now, I do have a video. It's the most popular video on this channel, and I can't remember what it's called, y'all. Somebody drop in the comments. I think it's called Jobs for Older Workers, or something like Job Boards for Older Worker. And if you go to that video, I have a link to AARP, and it shows you some of the employers as well that are advocates for hiring 50 years of age and older. Okay, 50 years of age and older. Now, this one is a chart, figure 4, and it's just programs to support a multi-generational workforce are rare. There's a share of employers with policies or programs to integrate older workers. So they want to integrate you into their workforce. So they have mentoring, unbiased recruiting processes, benefits that appeal to employees at all stages of life and career, re-entry or return to work programs, intergenerational employee resource groups, purposefully creating mixed age teams, providing training and lifelong learning opportunities, and phased retirement programs. So this is a great chart. And listen, this is going to move up. This is going to move. These red lines here that shows the percentage of companies and that are supporting multi-generational workforces. I guarantee you it has very likely, somewhat likely, not too likely, this is going to move up to organization already has, right? And so you want to, again, make sure you're ready for this. So the good news is that with the right toolkit and mindset, aging workforces can help employers get ahead of their talent gaps and create high quality jobs that turn older workers' skills into sources of competitive advantage. I love this so much. This goes into different archetypes, the different types of workers, and we'll explore this as well at another time. But I wanted you to see, and as we get ready, I'm going to stop sharing here. As we get ready to go into a new year, again, we want to be mindful, right? We want to be mindful of where we are, where we want to go, where we want to be, what we want to do, right? If some of us are approaching retirement, maybe we're not really thinking about like sitting down and not doing anything, but we're not quite sure what we should be doing. Like the young lady said in the video, she was saying, well, I want to work part-time, right? I want to do something. And so being prepared is the best thing right now that you can do for yourself. Invest in yourself, invest in reskilling, getting knowledge around certain areas, AI, getting knowledge around technology. If you're not tech savvy, seeing what it is out there that you can learn. There's a lot of free certifications and courses and things like that that you can take just to be knowledgeable, so that when this time comes, because it's approaching quickly, you're ready. That's going to be the key word for tonight. Being ready, being ready. And of course, all of your documents, your digital presence on LinkedIn, is it relevant information out there? Even if you haven't touched it or commented or went in it or lost your password, let's just get it updated. It's okay. It's not sharing your personal information, your resume. Hop in on the $99 special. $99 for a resume to get it updated, to get it relevant. Take out some of those old antiquated terms and tools and software and things you learned in the past, and some of those jobs that should probably be removed, but let someone look at it so that you can have that updated and relevant. And again, if that's something you're interested in, you can go to IamKellyJackson.com. That's Kelly with an I, and that special is there. You also want to think about the types of work that you want to do. If you could focus, right? If you could focus on what it is that you're good at. And we're good at a lot of different things. I get that, right? We're good at a lot of different things. But also remember, we talked about early on about they're going to be shifting some of those roles to people. That shift is only going to occur, and it's only going to be given to those that have the what? The capacity to handle the type of work that they will be getting, or that will be transitioned to some people. So you want to make sure that you're setting yourself up, because as we do get older and we do age, we want to be as sharp as possible, but we can't negate the fact that we are older, right? And so in order to be ready for that, you get prepared for that by reskilling, upskilling, updating your documents, your knowledge, and knowing what it is that you want to focus on, and knowing what it is that you're good at, right? It's one thing to say, oh, I want to do this and I want to do this. Are you good at doing that? And can you articulate how well you do, how well you are at that thing, right? Can you communicate your value, right? Can you make someone believe that you have knowledge in it and that you're good at it, and provide examples and tell a story around it, right? Having that narrative and showcasing your talent. So I wanted to share this with you. I know I'm not there with you physically tonight, but of course I didn't want to leave you hanging. Hopefully you'll forgive me. It is the holiday season. So it is the holiday season. So, but I promise you, I would not miss this if I didn't think it was important enough, because you're important to me. And this is something that has the potential to affect you as well. So hopefully you forgive me. I love you guys so much. Please leave me a comment, hit the like button. Tell me if you liked it or not. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Have a great, fantastic week. Have a great weekend. Will I see you before Christmas? Christmas is on Monday, right? I think it's on Monday. So I think we'll see each other after Christmas. Oh, Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Will it be after Christmas? No, I don't know. I have to look and see. I think we got one more. I think we got one more before Christmas. I think so. Okay. I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. And I love you. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye.